Everybody should try it. Get dead. Get high, don't buy it. Everybody's gonna buy it. Get dead.
Hello, this is Hobbs. Today it is Saturday. Not just any type of Saturday. Oh yeah, you know what it is. It's Slashback Saturday, the sequel. And the Horror Man has asked us to do day and night slashers. That meaning, essentially, you have to have the word night or day in the title. And today, I'm going to be doing Halloween Night, the story of Christopher Vale. And let's get right into this gem here of a film. Let me show you the film first. This is the unrated director's cut of the film. So there is gore from top to bottom on this film, and I am sure most of you know this is an 85-minute film. A lot of you have seen this. This is an asylum release. Absolutely. This one came out in 2006. And let me give you a little bit of history on this one as well. Music is by Mel Lewis. Fangoria magazine says this is a masterpiece of a film. Directed by Mark Atkins. Written by Michael Gingold. So let's get directly into this film here. So we follow Mark Christopher Vale. Christopher Vale is the actual name. This is based on a true story as well. In 1982, this kid's hanging out with his mom, doing their thing, having a great day for Halloween, when all of a sudden these two guys break in to their house. They rape, torture, and kill the gentleman's mother, and they shoot him with a gun, and he is out, literally gone. And it's a shame because it was actually kind of sad, especially if you're a parent. You guys may understand where this one goes. So 10 years later, Christopher Vale comes out of the coma, and he's been in a mental institution, and he decides to break out and says, you know what, I'm going to enact my revenge and go back to the old place that all this happened at. Well, the thing is, during the course of all this, nobody realizes this, but this was his father's setup of all of this. So his father goes batshit crazy, ends up killing himself in a suicide. So still, Christopher Vale wants to go get revenge, goes back to the old house where all of this happens on Halloween night. But before he does that, he has to get a costume because he's going to a Halloween party to wreak havoc. He doesn't necessarily have anything to do that with. So he goes to a gas station where this girl and this guy are hanging out, doing what they're going to do at a gas station. He brutally kills them. The guy just happens to be wearing a costume. So he takes that guy's costume, which actually is a pretty badass costume if you guys have seen it, and he goes to this Halloween party. And kids are having a great time with the Halloween party, and they are cutting loose, and he starts to pick them off one by one. And there's actually a nice twist at the end of the film as well, and it's fun. You know, I got to be honest with you, there was a point in time where I didn't give this film much thought at all. In fact, I hated it the first 2 times I seen it. The third time I seen it, I recognized from watching it before, and I realized, you know what, this movie really isn't too bad. So let me give you the pros and cons of the film. The pros being, I like the story, I like the makeup and the special effects. I felt like the gore was on point. There was lots of TNA, which for those of you that like TNA, boy, this film just basically, it's almost like a softcore porno. So you have that with it as well. And, you know, the negatives of the film is I just wish there was more to the story and less of the party. I felt like the party was 70% of the film. I wish I could have learned more about the backstory of maybe Christopher Vale and his mother back in the 80s, what exactly was happening as far as their relationship, what caused the dad to want to have these two men for hire kill his wife and then almost kill his son. I wish we could have got more of a backstory on that. All this takes place on a Halloween. You guys know I'm a Halloween freak, and it is my thing. But it's definitely worth a watch. And on my third watch, I realized that I did actually enjoy the film for what it was. I thought it was pretty good, and I definitely recommend it if you guys have not seen it. Go check out Halloween Night. It came out in 2006. I remember watching this back when I graduated from high school, about 6 years later, and it just fell flat for me. But maybe I was partying too much. I didn't know what I was watching, Anyways, happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys are doing well out there. And I will catch up with you guys later. Now, I can't confirm if this was a true story or not, but you guys will have to look into it for yourselves. Go check out Halloween Night. Go check out everybody that's doing Slashback, the sequel. This is Hobbs. Catch up with you later. Peace.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash.